All right, I'm at the Business Insider right now, and I'm looking at the scary chart that was shown all over the internet, and it showed that in 1928-29, it resembles a chart from today, right? It looked really similar, and a lot of individuals are saying that, hey, look, there's going to be a crash, right? So if we do see the market go down and the trends continue the same way, over here it would say that the stocks would go down to Dow 13,000 through 200-ish, right? So would that equate a crash to the extent that we saw in 1928-29? Not necessarily, because there was, what is it called, like 80% move to the downside, close to that. So from the top here, right, 16,500 to potentially 13,200, what is that? 20 some percent correction. So that's what the individual who made this chart is not telling us. So yeah, it sounds scary, but that's something that that individual who displayed this information, well, he didn't do a good job of that, to be honest. All right, and this is the S&P versus today, 1929 versus today. And the reason why I actually wanted to show this graph is because a lot of individuals were talking about this on YouTube, and I wanted to throw in another point to this, another point or two. See, if you look at what happened in like 27 to 29, stock market in percentage terms went up 80%, and then it crashed, which made sense. And what do we see here right now? The market since 2000, I don't know, 12 has gone up 23, 24%. I think a little more than that. But regardless of whatever it is it 30 some percent? Regardless of how much percent it went up, it did not go up to the percentage wise that it did in the 1920s. Another thing people aren't talking about is that in the 1920s we were under gold standard, so the Federal Reserve couldn't come in to try to debase the currency that they're doing right now. And if you look at it right now, I don't think we've had the hard correction like in 2008, 2009, because the Federal Reserve is in there. With same thing with the Bank of Japan and the individuals at the Eurozone. They're keeping interest rates artificially low for an extended period of time. So that's why we haven't seen that hard correction. Ultimately, I do see a correction coming within the next 2 years at most, and I'll show you why. Alright, this is a graph that I made, and it looks at the margin debt and the Dow, excuse me, the S&P. So S&P is in the red, margin debt is in the blue. Look, you see from 1992 all the way to right now. See the peaks in 2000 here, right? S&P in red, margin debt in blue. You could see that, hey, it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's down every 8 years or so. And if the charts were to continue like this, then one may assume that 2015 you could see the top. Some individuals are already saying that, hey, we could see a top. And what I did videos on 2013 December, that, you know what, it's getting toppy doesn't necessarily mean we've gotten to a top. And what I'm doing is, yeah, I am long some stocks, but I'm looking for pullbacks in some of these stocks, and I did buy some of them. For instance, I bought this one 3D company stock. It was down over 25%. And some individuals are saying that this 3D market's a bubble. Carl Denninger is saying this is how a bubble pops, right? I do believe that, yeah, we're going to see some massive bubbles pop within the next few years, but I don't think it's going to go down in a straight line, and I'm trying to take advantage of those opportunities. And I'm not significantly in those positions. So I am making sure that I'm not taking too much risk, even though there are some experts saying that, hey, you know what, this market is going to go up this year. It's going to go up next year. Maybe not so in 2016. I'm more of a risk-averse individual, or I try to be more risk-averse going forward. So that's what I'm looking at. Do I see a 1920s crash? No. Am I bearish? Yes, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to go in shorting every indice out there, right? You don't know what's going to happen in the short term. I mean, if you looked at biotech stocks, right? It's gone up over 300% since 2009. Could it go potentially higher? Yeah. I mean, am I trading in between it right now? Yeah, I'm short biotech for a trade, and I'm short oil. So I am short some indices, but I'm not short everything, just as a disclosure. Anyways, thanks for listening to me, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.